transmission. Mic test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, testing. Yep. Once again, I do that to sync up the mics, you know, and I throw one on the intake and one on the exhaust. Yes, sir. Alright, get shoe out real quick. Here we go. Like so. Great. Alright. Oh, I think I pulled my back yesterday doing leg day. Squatted a little too heavy, did a little bit of ego lifting. Yep, be like that sometimes, you know. Let's go to work, shall we? Alright, everything good? Let's see. Yes, sir. Today is Thursday. April 2nd or something like that, I believe. But yeah, just going to work now. Going to work. So I wanted to give you guys a few manual driving tips, some do's and some don'ts. Mostly don'ts, probably just don'ts. Yeah. So let's get started, yeah? Alright, so first thing you should never do in a manual transmission, and by this I mean never ever do, is have your foot resting on the clutch like that. It's not good for the clutch. That's really gonna cause wear on the clutch, so don't ever do that. Whenever you're not using the clutch, whenever you're not shifting or whatever, have your foot on the dead pedal, which is right here. There's a reason why your cars come with a dead pedal. It's so that you're not resting your foot on the clutch. If you rest your foot on the clutch, it's gonna cause excessive wear on the clutch. That, and I think something to do with the throw-out bearing. If you have it there, then it's gonna like wear out the throw-out bearing or something too. So yeah, just don't, your foot, make sure it's never there. Make sure it's always here when it's not in use, okay? Just, when you're shifting, be in the ready position, yeah, and then do it. But don't ever have it just resting there, especially for people who are shifting up and stuff too. Yeah, that's my first tip. Now going along with that, my second tip for you guys is do not have your hand resting on the shifter as well, because that's also going to cause wear and stuff like the throw-out bearing and stuff. So just don't do it, okay? It's not a good look. You don't even look cool, honestly, in my opinion. What is this? A try-hard pose, yo. Just leave your hand off the shifter when it's not in use. Leave your foot off the clutch when it's not in use, and yada yada. Also for shifting, right? See, look, you see how when I'm shifting, I shift, clutch in, and then I put it back on the dead pedal. So I get the question, David, how do you always shift so smoothly, especially on those upshifts? And well, ultimately, it all boils down to just experience and muscle memory, knowing where the bite point is and everything. But one tip I can give you guys is when you guys are shifting up, sometimes I feel like maybe you're letting off the clutch a little too early, right? So instead of letting off immediately after you shift, what you do is you go, hold it for maybe like a split second longer, let the RPMs kind of drop, and then you let go of the clutch. Did you see that? Okay, I'll show you again. I'm gonna go back down to third. From here, right? For example, I'm driving. Oh, let's shift to fourth. Clutch in, wait a second, let it kind of, you saw that? You see how smooth it is? It's because what I'm doing is I'm not letting go of the clutch immediately. I'm taking maybe like a split second to just hold it down there, and then as the RPMs are dropping, that's when I let off. So that's one way to shift smoothly. If you look at the tachometer, and as you're driving, sometimes you'll notice that when you put the clutch in, the RPMs aren't immediately dropping, they're steadily dropping, right? And as they're steadily dropping, you wanna, basically the goal of the clutch is to match the RPMs, right, of the lower gear. 4 to 5, the RPMs are gonna go down. It's gonna go lower, right? So that's why you wanna wait for RPMs to kinda like go down a little bit before you let off the clutch, you know? So that'll definitely help with the upshifts, you know? Once again, watch. So I'm driving. I'm in third gear. I want to go to fourth, right? Hold it, and then wait a little bit. Did you see how I waited just a little bit before I let off the clutch? Yeah, like so. So I'd say hold it down for maybe like a split second longer than you usually would. Don't just drop the clutch, and that should help a lot with the shifting up smoothly. Yeah. Okay, you see how I'm holding the clutch for just a split second longer like that? As I'm shifting up? Yeah, try it. Because guys, here's the thing about manual. In order to shift smoothly, the name of the game is having the RPMs be at the exact spot for the next gear. So for example, if you're going to 4 to 5, the RPM is definitely going to drop a little bit, and you want that RPM as it's dropping to be exactly where it should be for that next gear, you know? So it's just a lot of muscle memory and just like looking, seeing where everything is. Yeah. So that's the same with rev matching too, right? When you're rev matching, you're matching the RPMs to be into the next gear. And when you're downshifting, because that's what rev matching is, when you're downshifting, you want the RPMs to be higher because the lower gears RPMs are going to be higher, right? So it'd be like from here, 6th gear, 5th gear, right there. And the better you match the RPMs, the smoother your shifts will be, whether you're going up or down. That's the name of the game. It's a game of matching the RPMs. Yeah. See, like here, I'll go back to 5th, right? Clutch in a little, let it drop a little, and then go. So, voila. So yeah, those are my few little tips for manual. I hope you guys learned something, and if you guys have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask.